The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 47. He's counting you. Ready.
Now a carry for the forward first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike's 47. Come on. 47. Now. 47, Mike 47. We own them. We own them. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Miller going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Miller, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 47.
Hey, Alpha.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Yes.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Now Miller to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for him, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Down to about the 22 here.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, What are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
On the ready.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Let's go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10.
I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Zoo.
47 Mike. Mike 47. Yeah. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Go.
Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
6 man.
Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
Hey, Wahoo.
47. Check 47.
Here's Miller on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready to break.
Mike 54. Wow.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Check. Look at me, zipper. Check Mike 47. Hey, check. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Miller, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Peterson. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. 10 logo.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Los Angeles.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
47. Hey, Charlie.
Miller looking to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
60 outlaw. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Check, 47. All day, all day.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Wallace. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Switch. Check new draw quarter. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out. General West.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. X3. 218, chopper. Let's go, let's bring it.
On first down, Coleman. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 54. Watch the run, watch the run. 5.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
47 is the mic. It's just me and you. Go.
Miller now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
On the ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Looking to throw. Miller. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Now Miller throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Melvin Gordon. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Set 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 54. Stay with your man.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Get it.
Coleman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Topper! Ready?
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Back to throw. Miller. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Five down. Stand up in. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This is Coleman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for L.A. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
Crunch time, defense.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Miller. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Right back to him on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Miller on 1st and 10. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind up.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you... He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Check 52.
Miller now on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Ready.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And an alley to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And picked up by the Chargers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout
It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Miller. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey.
Who that?
Hey. High 7.
47 was the mic. 47.
5.
Now Miller throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Set, ready? 8, read.
One's the mic. Watch one. Target.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5 and 7. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4 and 8. And they'll look to get back on track.